Hey guys, welcome back to Life is a Breeze with Matt and Steve. This is Matt, I'm Steve.
What up?
So tonight we have a little bit of a weird one for you. So we're sitting here killing some blats, and we were talking about something that's actually pretty heavy. Most of our videos are not heavy at all.
The heaviest is a 1.75.
Wow. So we actually had something weird happen. And yeah, Matt might need some more time, so this video could get weird. Heads up, Matt processes everything with humor. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're just gonna do it, and we're gonna bring it to you. We just need the love and support. If you agree with it, great. If you don't, great. Either way.
And it's an important topic about mental health and supporting people that need the support. And we need an outlet right now. We need closure. We need to make some fucking sense out of this.
When you go through something big, there are stages of grief, and right now I think we're still in our confusion stage. I really don't know. We're having a hard time with it. Matt said it perfectly. This is extremely important for mental health awareness, and we're gonna coming from Matt and Steve. You never hear that. We're doing it. So let's
And we're not role models for this. Yeah,
but we're gonna
do what we got to do.
This is just us talking about something that personally affected us, but hopefully we can get some closure. We're gonna do that right now. All right, marker, start rolling.
Ryan, take one.
Oh shit! Oh no!
I got a tall boy, so it's all good.
All right, I just want to make sure we have enough alcohol to get through the video.
Like I said, take one. Should I start with how this happened?
Yeah. All right. First, some backstory. Okay, then. Yeah. This is not a normal Life is a Breeze video. Okay, we had a friend of ours recently. And I don't know if any of you know this. Our buddy Ryan, was part of our friend group for a while. Got close to our friend group for a while. He was the subject of a murder-suicide, alleged double murder suicide in Alaska. Obviously, in Alaska, it's big news. And
anywhere that's big news.
Right? No, I mean, yeah, Chicago. It's a Tuesday. Alaska, it's breaking.
What suburb?
Breaking news. You know what I mean?
Crystal Lake. That's breaking news.
But okay. So yeah, all right, let's start us off. That Wednesday night, the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't want to use names or anything, so I'm just gonna say I got a call from an old friend, a friend of both of ours.
Yep.
And she let me know that a buddy of ours had, I guess, snapped at this point. He had shot a 7-year-old stepson and had shot his wife or girlfriend. I still don't know.
Significant
Yeah,
others.
I thought it was wife. They're saying girlfriend, so I don't really know what's going on in Alaska.
Police are saying girlfriend.
Yeah, and then took his own life. So yeah, I found that out. I don't know. Was it like 7 p.m. on Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
That was.
They pretty much consumed my next like 3 days, including the holiday.
We had a weird Thanksgiving.
Get over that
this year. Yeah.
First one for me. I've known people to have committed suicide. Okay. I've never known somebody to allegedly, kill a kid and himself,
right,
and his, significant other.
So,
yeah.
I mean, so this really kind of got to us in a lot of ways, and
still is.
It's harder to process now. Now, the reason we're doing the video now, as opposed to
he made me
previous, yeah, Matt still wasn't ready.
I thought we could do a little more time.
I have a couple of things that I want to just want to get out. I don't know. Who knows if this video will even see the light of day?
Never
know.
But
I just want to get some thoughts out. I want to do a little back and forth about just how wild the whole situation has been.
Oh, it's been a ride. I mean, this has been a 5 or 6 year ride,
and we don't know how to feel about this.
Well, I mean, just like anytime somebody takes their own life, I mean, you really don't know what was going on, what happened. Like, it's crazy because, like, even though the guy was nuts, and even nuts in a good way, sometimes I didn't see this coming.
No, I mean, the guy was always.
I guess
nuts.
You don't see it coming. It's usually not the ones you think. So
the guy was always nuts in one way or the other. Usually it was
And all my stories were good, though,
affable
up till this point.
Yeah, usually the Nuts was an affable, lovable, just goofball of a human being, and then now to be where we are with such a tragedy. Okay, so my biggest complaint, my biggest problem with the whole thing is that I feel guilty mourning our friend passing because he went out in such a horrible way. And I know God knows what was going through his head, mental breakdown, whatever. I mean, there's not really an excuse for killing a child or a significant other.
I remember talking to you on the phone, and I was like, dude, I don't think we're gonna have like a memorial or like a funeral or like a get together.
We're not gonna get to mourn it.
There's no closure.
And then it's like, do we have the right? Do we have the right to mourn a guy who exited the world in such a manner?
Right.
I do regardless. Like, I feel bad. I do.
God, yeah.
It's torn me up. The guy, for all intents and purposes, every time I'd ever known him was, I mean, a little bit of a lush, more than a little bit at times, but...
Who are we to judge?
But, right, who are we to judge? We do a whole channel based around our experience in the alcohol industry. We're drinking Schlitz malt liquor. And
who are we?
And we got some Bella Mead in honor of Ryan. But okay, we're gonna play a couple clips real quick, just to kind of show you exactly what we're talking about in regards to who Ryan was as a person.
Matt, Steve, Johnny, Jet, all you motherfuckers. Johnny, I hope you're okay, brother. Much love. Bella Mead, fucking bourbon.
Kind of showed just a brief glimpse of, like, that was our whole interaction with him.
Well, I feel like now there was two of him. I feel like there was the guy I knew and the guy that exited this world.
Well, of course, and but it's like obviously the messages are pained. I mean, you look back through, you see a sad person, you see a person in pain and very often crying out for help, but he never reached out to be negative. He never reached out to be like, hey, I'm vindictive, I'm menacing, I don't like you. He always reached out to be like, hey, I love you, or hey, I'm really sad and I could use some support.
The funny thing about this guy too is, he was in the industry with us. He
ran Jasters, as you guys most likely know. Ryan was the general manager of Supper Club. There was a couple nights where... What is that? There was a couple nights. There was one night even in particular where his restaurant was on fire and Matt had to help him with the police because he was
first. I had to convince him
that the restaurant was. He didn't believe that his restaurant was on fire.
I had finally left. I had enough. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
And he's sitting at our restaurant.
Yeah, after hours.
Convinced that his restaurant is not on fire.
Not on fire. I turned around and came back when I saw it on fire.
How do you explain Ryan to people who don't know Ryan? Like, I mean, now you explain him as a killer, murderer, sociopath. Which is wild to me, because when we explained Ryan was always, you explain him as a lush, for sure. Like a sweet guy, maybe a little troubled for sure, but like
he was like a dark teddy bear.
He was a dark teddy bear. We had so much fun with Ryan.
We really did. We never had a bad night. It never ended with us ever being angry at him, or even him being angry at us.
There was one time I danced on him for his birthday. That was actually, we got the clip of that.
There was one time, when he came in with the Bitter Man tattoo.
Oh my God!
Got a bottle of bitters tattooed on him. He about died.
All right, so totally unrelated subjects. All right, so this is a screenshot of a conversation I had with Ryan where he sent me the song "Better Man."
Yep.
And this is prior to the tattoo. Okay, the screenshot is him saying that he's sad. You can see it, and that the Better Man is his happy alternate ego. This guy was in the industry, and if you're in the industry, you know what Angostura is. And if you know what Angostura is, you know why. Don't get it tattooed on your fucking body, please.
Don't be that guy.
He got it.
Big,
huge bottle of Angostura bitters on his arm. And night one, Matt looks right at the tattoo. First words out of his mouth, he goes, "So you're the Bitter Man?" Ryan, his face sinks. He's so happy about his new tattoo. His face falls, and he goes, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, oh fuck.
that was his whole response to be. He was like, he knew he was the Bitter Man for all of eternity.
Well, not that much longer.
Well,
This is why I wasn't ready. I'm still processing. Fuck.
Jesus, this is like the Bobby Lee thing when his mom died.
Hot dog.
Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry.
hot dog. Told dude his mom died, and he's like, she's the biggest fan of our show, and he's like, well, she was.
Right.
It's like, what? Jesus, like you have a heart.
Hopefully she's still logged in.
Oh no. But no. All right. So I mean, and then you got to wonder the big questions, right? Like, what was going on that night? What happened? What happened to the person that we know that while I wouldn't describe him as sane, I wouldn't describe him as a killer ever. I would never have said he was a killer.
No.
Now, what happened that night? There's a lot of theories. My personal favorite is that he had a traumatic flashback to a time sitting in a bar, lonely by himself, and he turned his head,
Don't do it.
and the side of his face got smacked by a poopy plunger. Now, I feel like that traumatic flashback might have triggered something in him. I don't know. That's one theory that we're kicking around.
I mean, that only happened once, so I don't know why that would flash back to his brain.
happened 0 times according to Ryan.
Correct.
So that memory flooded back.
Right.
So Ryan was the type of guy. He was such a sweetheart, and I'm gonna start by telling you the first side. So Ryan came to our restaurant to unwind after work. So you have to understand that first and foremost. We are industry. We work hard.
Sometimes
we play
we'd
hard.
feed him booze before his shift.
Right.
Sometimes we'd feed him booze on his lunch break, and sometimes we'd just be there till
So-
6 o'clock till we go to breakfast.
Yeah, see-
Sometimes we locked him in the restaurant and let him sleep in the back room.
Sometimes you really didn't even have a choice on that. Sometimes you just had to. And Ryan was the type of guy who he would work a 12-hour shift,
was
stressed
hard
out of
worker.
his brain,
Hard worker.
and then he would party hard. And most of the time it was with us. And
I feel like he only partied for about an hour.
oh yeah, no, he didn't have a lot in the tank. He was actually kind of a teetotaler at the end of the
After
day.
about an hour, you would get the more melancholy,
You would, unless you kept him amped.
slightly angrier, a little darker dude.
So there
That's
was
usually when I would make fun of him.
There's-
Start getting in on him.
he would get drunk, and then he would just get I won't even say I'll say sloppy, but I don't mean sloppy like take off your shirt, like party, like having fun level. But also, like Matt would tell him, Matt would not even be working for the night. He'd just be sitting at the bar, and he'd be like, "Hey, 3 days ago, you didn't fucking tip me. How dare you?" And of course he did. And Matt's sitting there razzing him about it. Dude pulls $60 out of his pocket and hands it to Matt. Matt officially made more off of him than I did that night. And I had served the guy for like 3 hours at this point. I was actually bartending. Matt got a bigger tip than I did because he convinced him that he hadn't tipped previously. In the same way, now we move on to the poopy plunger. Matt, at one point, Ryan was running his mouth, wouldn't shut up, was being a little annoying.
Difficult.
Matt grabs a poopy plunger from the employee
Employee
restroom and tomahawks it across the bar. We're closed.
It was a gross ass
It's like
plunger.
it's like 3 a.m. Smacks him in the side of the face. He's very upset. He goes, why did you do that? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not even kidding you when I say that this man loved Matt and respected Matt so much that
I have text to prove it.
that within a half hour, I was like, how could you not be mad anymore? He hit you in the face with the poopy plunger. He goes, Matt would never do that to me, and the fact that you would even say that is wrong.
It is.
And I
Still wrong right
looked at him and I was like, what? It literally just happened. 2 weeks later,
Oh, that was the best.
2 weeks later,
Steve didn't think I could do it again.
no sane person could. No logical. That's irrelevant to the story.
Thanks, Steve.
The fact is, nobody should have been able to pull that off. It comes up again. I go, Ryan's telling me how I'm not on it. Matt's got him convinced, as was one of his favorite things to do, convince really drunk people that Steve's not on their side.
He's never on their side.
Right, no,
He's
right.
not on your side either.
Even when I
I'm
was.
the man of the people.
So, yeah, Matt was the man of the people.
I still am.
So he had Ryan convinced on, I don't even remember now, but one thing or another, and he goes, Matt's always got my back, and you're
If anybody.
trying to mess with me.
Yep.
And I'm like, Matt's messing with you, and right now I've been working all day, I'm tired, and I have your back because it's more trouble than it's worth for me to have to deal with you. He goes, no, you're wrong. Matt is telling me the truth. Matt is my friend. He would never lie to me. I go, he hit you in the face with a goddamn poopy plunger.
Employee
That-
bathroom.
from the employee bathroom. That was like 2 weeks ago. I go, it bounced off your fucking head, flew across the room. I go, we had to mop the floors afterward. Like you got hit in the face with a dirty plunger. He goes, no, never would have happened. Never. Not once in my life have I ever been hit in the face with a plunger. I would never approve of that, and Matt would never do that to me. Not even a half hour later, Matt tomahawks a poopy plunger, close range this time. Like
I
it was
wanted him to remember.
right. He was just sitting at a different location on the bar. Matt had to walk into the other. The other one was actually
In the
impressive
kitchen.
because he was in the kitchen. He chucked it through a room, through 2 doorways, and into another room. Hit him in the face. Like the first one was actually like, wow,
I was even shocked.
that was wild. The second one was like, boop. And again, by the end of the night, Matt had never
Never done
never
that.
once hit him in the face with a poopy plunger. That's twice. That's twice. That's Ryan. That's Ryan. I once watched this guy, and you'd see from the videos, not the best shape. I once watched this guy try to fucking karate jump kick the door frame. No.
I know this is gonna be slightly off taste, but his nickname was like an Ewop. You know, he was just the hairiest, short, little, like stocky guy.
He was Black Irish.
Oh yeah, Northern Irish. He can't defend himself.
Oh wow, the times him and Matt would go back and forth with the
two
Irish,
Irishmen,
the 2 Irishmen, the Black Irish and the Red
Northern
Irish.
Irish.
Yeah. He was just, but no, he was a hairy little man. I mean,
He
a
was.
hairy
We didn't
individual.
know that. We assumed
Hey,
it, and when he showed us the
Do we have the clip of him taking off his shirt that night?
with the tattoo,
Yeah.
I got that on my phone.
All right, cool.
That's what I'm referencing right now. That's when we found out he shaved.
We're gonna play that
Because
for
he
him.
was like, no, naturally my hair stops and starts.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he
was
swore.
he
It
was
like Joe Dirt. Remember when he was like, "Do you shave like that?" He's like, "No, it naturally grows in like that." You know, he just naturally his clothes fit perfect.
He manscaped and then said his hair grew in the shape of a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, this video is so wrong.
This video is gonna be. I don't even know. I don't know because
We don't know. Like I said, we're trying to find closure here. We at least have each other because there's not a lot of people to talk to.
no, and
about
Cody. We called Cody. I mean, you guys don't know Cody, but
this. Nobody does.
no, but no.
I can say that because he doesn't watch these videos.
But no, you heard him mention Cody's name in the thing, or maybe actually, I think you said Jet, not Cody.
He's more relevant.
Oh wow, we should have called Jet.
Oh shit!
I didn't even think.
I didn't even think of that either. Interesting.
Start a new video called Jet.
Be funny.
Let him know. Oh, Jet won't care. Cody actually probably cared more.
Jody. He'd probably be like, "Who?"
Yeah, I don't think Jet really knew Ryan that well. Like Cody definitely did.
Cody did.
I mean, this is me, Ryan, and Cody right here. Obviously having a great time.
It's not there.
No, it will be.
It always is.
No, this video I'm actually going to put the graphics in when I say.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
I'm just used to him pointing to places that things never happened.
Normally I do that where I point to links and stuff that I never insert. I actually am, like you guys know because you're watching it right now, but I'm putting it in there.
Yeah, you're watching.
So what happened?
Nobody fucking knows.
Uh,
Nobody's gonna know.
the
It happened
Monday-
in fucking Alaska.
Yeah, no, the Monday prior to Thanksgiving, supposedly, he
You know what's fucked up? We were all here.
we were all hanging
We
out,
were all right fucking here.
and
If he could,
when
I
he
feel
sup-
like he could have just called, you know. But everybody feels that way at the end, you know?
right,
Like,
no, you always feel like I wish they would have just called, and instead of whatever happening, I wish you would have just left the house and called. Whatever was going on, you know, and we'll never know now.
We just
And-
saw him. We just saw him in July.
yeah, and
You know,
him and his mom and his new baby. I mean,
You know, here we are 3-4 months later, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Man?
like, and it is. it's wild. And I think the thing that to remember here is that, I know it could be, in a lot of cases like this, it can be controversial to talk about it because there's like a lot going on. And
It's an open investigation.
Not really. They're all dead. So, I know it's horrible. No, it is. But
It
okay.
is, though. Like,
there's nobody on trial.
No.
I want everybody, if you're watching, I want you to understand there's nobody on trial. What's done is done. And what we're doing right now is just, we're just talking about,
You'll never know.
we're talking about the guy. We're talking about how crazy it is. We're trying to find a little bit of closure. We're not standing up for him by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not defending his actions at the end. We didn't know him at the end. We didn't live in Alaska with him. We
Right.
can never know what happened truly. Nobody ever really will. And I'll tell you what, the responsiveness of police and news reports from the area, very, very, very limited.
Right.
I'll link the one thing that exists from literally the day 2 days after it happened, when it hit the news.
I looked yesterday. There's just no updates.
There's no updates. We
never
won't get
gonna
anything.
find anything out.
Wait, again, because he's not on trial. There's nobody on trial. It's an open and shut case. Everybody's dead. We probably won't know more than we do now, and that, to me, that's honestly one of the most frustrating parts of this whole thing.
Absolutely is.
Just because, like, I don't even know what's going on with his daughter, his beautiful baby daughter.
There's a 16-month-old baby girl somewhere.
Yeah, there's a baby involved in the situation that nobody knows about. I mean, I hope to God with the wife's family, or with his mom, safe and sound, happy, living a great life. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The whole thing's just fucked.
It is, and I don't know. You were saying earlier that you didn't still know how to feel even after all this time, just because.
I don't. I really don't.
Because the guy really had.
Well, and it's weird because, like, you have a person, especially industry related. They're family at that point. They're with you more than your family themselves. Even your outside friends who aren't industry people just become your day to day, your 9 to 5, whatever, your after hours, everything.
And Matt and I were part of. When we owned a bar, we were part of that bar life. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, almost 12 hours. Well, yeah, if we were lucky.
We get like 3 hours of sleep. Be back on shift.
Yeah, there were a lot
Ryan
of times.
Still be sleeping on the couch in the back with his car parked in front of a fucking. We had our bar had a side street, right, and there was very limited parking. And he came late one night, and he was drunk already. He parked in front of the apartment complex behind us, the driveway. So you couldn't get in and out of the parking
Not
lot.
one person could get in or out of the apartment complex.
Everybody,
the whole complex.
Everybody in the apartment complex wrote a shitty note and put it on his car with all the tickets he got.
In addition to the tickets from the city.
We pull up at the same time. He comes in this way on the street, and I come in this way about the same point, and I pull up next to this car.
It's a Sunday morning.
Covered in hate notes, and I'm laughing. I'm like, that's Ryan's car, I pull up. Steve's like, what's going on over there? I'm like, Ryan parked in front of the driveway. We went over, read the notes, laughed our ass off, walk inside. We're cutting through the kitchen. Next thing you know, we startle something. There should be nobody in the bar at this point.
No, there's a lump moving on the couch.
Fucking
in
Ryan,
the dining room.
Yeah, Ryan's in his Indiana Jones coat, fucking jumps up, doesn't know where he is, who we are.
This guy.
We're scared to shit. We're still half in the bag from the night before trying to open the restaurant. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Hold on, I'm gonna take a pause real quick on this. All right, guys, that was it. I can't even believe we got through it.
That was something.
Matt almost broke down crying. I after the camera turned off, let's just say things were a little bit rough for a minute, but we got through it. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate all of you letting us get out this catharsis on just everything that's been going on. It was much needed.
All I know is, if you need me, reach out.
Yeah. Wow. If there is one takeaway from this entire situation, it's if you need someone, reach out. If you need Matt and Steve, you can reach us on Facebook literally anytime. And if you need just somebody who knows you better, reach out to friends, family, anybody. Please, for the love of God, reach out. But if you reach out to Matt and Steve on Facebook, I'll respond. Matt will respond. One of us will get back to you immediately. You're never alone.
Never alone.
Nobody's ever alone. Just remember that, okay, guys? Hey, this has been a weirdly serious episode from Life is a Breeze.
I'm about to get fucked up.
Life was not a breeze today, my friend. All right. Hey, life's a breeze. Love you guys. Woo.